And let me qualify that statement. The treats that I'm using are real meat dog food, so they're nutritionally complete and balanced. So I want you to measure out how much he should get throughout the course of a day and be sure that he gets that amount so that he's getting the right amount of food. But if he eats nothing but this from you guys' hands, that's totally fine. Sit. So as I move around and just kind of work with him, hanging out with him, and he sits automatically on his own, I need to reward him for that and encourage it. Keep it going in order to keep it a strong behavior for him. Now, he also does it obviously on command. Sit. Good. Nope, leave it. Nope. Good. Nardo, Anna. Sit. Good. Okay. Now that, working on stopping that, let me explain. You saw he sat, I said good. He got up, he sat, I said good. He got up, he sat, I said good. What I mean by we're working that is, I'm working on him, his focus, to not keep repeating commands. Nope. Sit. Good. Okay. Have him maintain it just as the stay. And he's doing this really, really well. Norman, sit. Good. Okay. I apologize about the dogs barking in the background. Okay, so to kind of run through these basics of these behaviors again. Again, he just sits for sit. Good. Okay is the release. Front door. Now, oh, I think it's fixing to start right now. Now, next behavior we work with is the down command. Trying to give me some range because I want to show you the next one right afterwards. Come here. Come around. Sit. Good. All you do for down is tell him down. Nope. If he doesn't do it right away, point. Good. Nope. Down. Good. Okay. Now that's jumping the gun that he's doing. That's what I was telling you about with the sit. Don't let him try to guess what you want him to do next all the time. It's fine to encourage it some. I actually want you to encourage it some. But like when you're doing commands like this, don't let him get away with that a whole lot because it leads up to sometimes him not listening and trying to do too much free thinking. Now I do want him to try to predict what you want, like sitting, and you reward and encourage that. If you were to drop something, I want him on his own, good, to pick it up and bring it back to you. I want him to think about those things. I didn't mean to do that, I'm sorry. Leave it. Okay, I meant for it to land somewhere where he wouldn't try to retrieve it. Nope, leave it. Norman. Sit. But on these basic commands, he doesn't need to be sitting and sitting and sitting and sitting and sitting and thinking he can get away with not listening. So don't let him. Norman, no. Leave it. Good. Down. Good. Nope. Sit. Good. Down. Good. Okay. Now, next behavior I want to show you is the crawl behavior. And this one's a fairly simple one. Come here. Sit. Good. Down. Good. Crawl. Come on. Crawl. Good. Come on. Crawl. Good boy. Now, the look he's starting to get is that second look I was telling you when he's starting to feel too much pressure from the training. And what's going on is he's hearing me fussing at the big dogs out here. And we've done a lot of training in a little bit of time. And so he's feeling kind of compressed. And he's feeling some of the pressure from it. And I can tell that because his whole posture and demeanor is changing up. I don't know if you can notice it, but you see how he's sitting differently. He's panning a little more excessively. He keeps laying down instead of laying straight. And like in the Sphinx position like this before, he's laying more to the side and kicked over than what he was before. Those are all indications to me that he's starting to feel a little bit of pressure. So some things I can do to alleviate that is, number one, love on him. Good boy, Norman. You're doing such a good job. Yes, you do. There's my good boy. just settle down, kind of love on him a little bit, feed some praise into him, which will feed some self-confidence into him, make him feel good about himself again. Good boy, Norman. Norman, that's a good boy. Other thing we can do is stop for a little bit and come back, take a little bit of a break. But I really only have one more thing I want to show you, so we're not going to do that. We're just going to feed a little bit of praise into him and then keep on moving. Norman, come on, come through. Good boy. I know leash hung up. Come on. Good boy. Pull him through. Good. I really hate the way things turned out. I hate that I'm not going to get to meet with you guys, but I guess on an up note, if you guys don't have to deal with this flu bug that we've had, because I still feel miserable, I guess that's a really good thing. Norman's a great dog. I feel confident that you guys are going to be able to work with him and get where you need to. Y'all have realistic expectations. You know, you realize that he's a work in progress. I mean, he's only, what, 8 months old? So, you know, at 8 months old, he's not going to be a completed therapy dog, but his basic behaviors and foundation have been laid. He understands the attention command and how to focus and pay good attention to you. He's been taught to kind of tune into you guys. Once y'all bond, now obviously you need to spend some good time bonding with each other, but once you guys bond, he's learned to really adapt to you guys and kind of tune into what your needs are and what your needs aren't. Don't let him overdo that though, like I show you when working the obedience. You know, also with him, you know, he's very eager to please and eager to work. Behaviors are strong. He's still at an age where you got to take it easy with him and take it slow. And he is still learning the behaviors, and obviously some of them are newer than others. His therapy behaviors are obviously newer than the obedience-based behaviors. Potty training's pretty good. I think you guys are going to be really easy with that. I've practiced transitioning him, like with my mother-in-law and all next door and that kind of thing, just letting him kind of hang out with them for a day. And they said that, you know, he had like 4 accidents in a 24-hour period the first day that he was over there with them. And then the next day he didn't have any accidents. And, you know, I've worked with him quite a bit. He hadn't had accidents in my house in ages. So I feel confident that, you know, your first day or two might be a little bit rough, especially with him being stressed and you guys getting to know each other. But after that, I think you're going to do fine on the potty training and the obedience. I want you to keep it real basic and simple in the beginning. Work on just the feedback, good, nope, okay. Work on rewarding him for the behaviors he's doing on his own, the sit and being in tune with you guys. I want you to work on the come command and rewarding him a lot whenever he comes to you, because I feel like he's going to be a bit submissive to begin with and maybe a little tentative. So be sure to reward him a lot whenever he comes to you. And work with him just retrieving the toy for you, where you throw just a stuffed animal toy, let him go get it, bring it back to you, drop it. Now, you can work on him holding other objects, but right now in the beginning, the first few days, maybe even to the first week, that's really all I would work with. You know, let him be your gauge as to how much you can or can't do. When you start seeing him get a little submissive and trying to maybe avoid eye contact and doing a lot of laying down next to you and behind you as opposed to in front of you and trying to work for you, that's his way of saying he's feeling pressure and it's time to back off. Now, I'm here to support you guys at any turn. Y'all have any questions at any time, y'all feel free to give me a call. I want to help you through any aspect I can, and I realize that because we didn't get to meet, there'll be a lot more phone calls and a lot more talking than what there was in the would have been initially. But you know what, I'm fine with that. I really feel like the video will help you guys out a lot. I really enjoyed working with Norman. I cannot even express to you guys how much we're going to miss having him around. Definitely keep in touch and let me know how he's doing. And thank you for the opportunity.